Hey guys! I have all the questions you asked me here. The video had to be shortened a little bit though. I still tried to get in at least one from each person. So here's the first one. Do you like the camera you use, the Nikon D3000? I want to get a new camera and would like feedback. I've heard that Nikon is less durable than Canon. Any comments? I haven't really heard that, but I know people that have both cameras and they love their Canons and they love their Nikons, so it's probably more personal preference. I've had my Nikon and it's been pretty durable. I've brought it to the beach, it's gotten sand in it, it's been in the snow, dropped it, and it still lasts up, it's not scratched at all. And I like the way that it feels in my hands because my hands are really small, so I feel like I can hold it easily and it's really comfortable for taking pictures. So probably if you go look at different cameras and you try them out and pick them up, then you'll be able to tell which one is good. So good luck finding one. What made you get into photography and why did you choose to put photos on Flickr? Well, around almost like a year and a month ago, I got interested in photography by looking around the internet, and I was looking at all these pictures and I was like, wow, these are really, really good. I want to do that. So I found this website called digitalphotographyschool.com and I started reading about aperture and bouquet and long exposures and different techniques and conceptual ideas, and I was really hooked. So I went through the entire website, I read every single article that they had. And that Christmas I asked for a SLR and I got one and started taking pictures, and I wanted to post it to that website to get some feedback, and the pictures were coming out really small, and the only way that I could post them regular size was to get a Flickr account and post them through there. So I got a Flickr, and then after that, looking at everyone's work, it really stuck, and I love Flickr so much. What's your favorite thing to take photos of? I like taking photos of people a lot. Since I don't really have a model or anything, I use myself, and I find that it doesn't make me feel bad because I'll go out in 13 degrees in a dress and get very cold, but I would feel awful putting someone else through that. So that way, and sure, my friends don't stop liking me for that. But I also love taking photos of flowers. I didn't really think I would like that, but I love doing the close-up, and they're also colorful, and I find it beautiful. Their favorite photo you've ever taken and why? It would definitely be my week 32 picture for Sarah and Lauret's contest, and wow, I just loved shooting it. It was so much fun, and it was one of my favorite locations too. And it came out exactly the way I pictured it, even though the editing took about 4 hours because I ran into a bunch of difficulties with the expansion. It was still totally worth it, and it was so much fun. What is your favorite form of editing? I like using curves because there's so much you can do with them, and I also love doing levitations. They're pretty much have been my favorite kind so far. What do you do to be so awesome? Thank you! So how do you go about getting your pictures? Well, first I come up with an idea, and most of the time I'll come up with an idea in school and like write it on the back of a notebook. So then when I get home, I'll try to think of a good place to shoot, and when I actually get out and start shooting, I usually try to stick with what I had planned, but a lot of times that doesn't happen, and so I'll try out a whole bunch of new things, and sometimes photos come out that way just from like mistakes or something didn't work out, and then it winds up turning out good. Sometimes they come out exactly the way I want it, which is awesome. But a lot of times also, if I don't have an idea at the moment, or I'm gonna just want to try out some new stuff with the camera, I'll go to an area that I haven't really shot at before, and then just try out a whole bunch of things, and then from the location I'll kind of get an idea and then start taking pictures. What future shots would you like to do? I have quite a few planned out, including one with feathers that I'm going to get to do when my friend Ashley comes. And I'd also like to try a bunch of shots with fashion, because that would be really interesting. What music do you find inspires you most? Classical music definitely is really inspiring. I love listening to music that's really like soft and quiet because it kind of lets you think. And also Christian music I find really inspiring and it's some of my favorite. What is your favorite movie? And Disney movie. Well, my favorite overall movie is The Sound of Music, and favorite Disney movie definitely be The Little Mermaid. Do you prefer to post-process photos, and why? I do like to post-process photos. A lot of times it helps to get your point across, and especially if you're doing conceptual things or levitations, you kind of have to. And also, a lot of times you can make the colors brighter, and I really love looking at bright colors. Other times though, like a lot of the shoots that I have with my friend Ashley, they were all straight out of camera, and the way the colors were just really nice, and I wanted to keep it that way and not add anything because I liked them the way that they were. Do you use Photoshop? Any editing tips? Yes, I do. I've been using it for a month and a half now. Before that I used GIMP. I love Photoshop so much. It's 1,000,000% better. And as for editing tips, I am not quite sure, but if you have any questions about editing, feel free to contact me and I'll definitely answer that. Is your username ballerina because you like dancing? Actually, no. At the time when I started Flickr, I didn't want to have my last name on, so Gina Ballerina is one of my nicknames, so I used that. And I actually don't do ballet, but I do Irish step dance. What is your photography dream? And where do you see yourself in the photography world in 5 years? My photography dream is definitely to have it as a career. I would love to be a photographer, and I'm working towards that, and hopefully it'll happen. What is your favorite style of photography? To shoot myself, I prefer conceptual or nature pictures. I definitely want to expand on that. But as for like looking at photography, I like every style pretty much because it's all very unique, and each person also has their own take on a certain style, and it's very beautiful. What place do you want to shoot at? It's always been my dream to take pictures in a field, and as we have no fields nearby, that's going to have to wait. But it's going to be really exciting, and I have a lot of ideas for when that does happen. Do you use the Brenzier method or expansions? How many photos do you merge? Most of my photos aren't expanded, but I do use it from time to time, and I don't quite use the Brenzier method because I stitch them together by hand using layer masking. But I've merged anywhere from 4. Some of my photos of New York City have about 4 pictures in them. Other ones, like my week 32 photo, have over 20. So it kind of depends on the picture. How do you deal with an artistic or creative slump? I don't like it when that happens, so a lot of times I'll listen to some music, read a book, and look around at other people's photos on the internet. Sometimes like the combination of all of that will give me an idea, and then it comes out of it. Are you planning on doing a giveaway soon? I just did a giveaway, so I'm not going to be doing another one for a while. Prints are always on sale if you want, and you can contact me. I am going to do a mini-series soon, hopefully, and I'll do a giveaway and pick one winner for that. So stay tuned, but I will do another giveaway eventually. Okay, so I hope that answered all or most of your questions, and thank you so much for watching, and love you!